Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. It's good to be back with you guys. Lots of news today to cover. Lots happened overnight. Big market pump. Love to see it. Big areas for Bitcoin to flip, Craig. We're hitting levels that we have not seen since Saturday, the 15th of November. That's the last time we saw Bitcoin at $96,000. So we're waking up to a bullish little morning here. A lot of altcoins are up nearly 10, 20%. Dash is up 52% just in the past day. Is this a little bit of a relief rally? Is this a complacency bounce? We talk about CPI shortly. Mate, how are you feeling this morning? I'm sure you're feeling pretty happy. How are you going?
Yeah, man. Good morning, GM, everyone. Hello, mates. Hello, Greenie. Yeah, man. Nice to wake up to a $96,000 Bitcoin. That was pretty cool. Seeing all the some alts and memes bounce. Yeah, happy days, dude. Timeline must be getting pretty excited now. Obviously, you and I have been talking about a lower high. This is kind of still playing out, but it is exciting to see a move to the upside. But again, lots. We've spoken about this a lot. A lot of levels above us from here. A lot of work to do. But nice to see green. I'm happy about it. Whether it's short-lived, I don't know, but I'll take the hopium for now.
Yeah, love it. Okay, target today for the year giveaway is 20K, guys. We're up to 16.8K. So if we get to 20K by the end of today's show, we'll give away cash. Okay, we're having daily targets. If we don't hit them, then I don't know. We'll give away only a small portion of the actual yeet giveaway, Craig. Otherwise, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. And Mando and those guys just handing out money for free when no one's doing any volume. So I don't think we'll do that. So yeah, we'll keep it gamified. Today's target is 20K. If we get that by the end of the episode, we'll give away some cash to one lucky viewer. But as always, massive shout out to Yeet for partnering with us. And obviously massive shout out to OKX as well. You can sign up down below to both of these guys. Yeet has a 40% community airdrop dropping probably this year. And obviously OKX, if you sign up, the most trusted exchange in crypto, have all my limit orders for lower. I'll talk about that shortly, but you can sign up down below, do $1,000 of volume, you get $75 for free, guys. Hopefully we'll be doing some more IRL events in collaboration with OKX this year around Australia. I still have my limit orders lower. I'm greedy for lower. I'm just patient. I'm just very patient. No, 16K was yesterday, Angelos. 16K was yesterday, and we didn't even hit that yesterday. That's all. Yeah, so you're a day behind, Angelos. I did see that. I appreciate you, Angelos. I do appreciate you. But yeah, no, today's target is 20K. Yesterday's target was 16K. We didn't hit it till obviously this morning. But anyways, I might be missing this. How much are we up on Bitcoin? Bitcoin, if you caught it there, it's up 13%. I'm not really phased by that, Craig. And even if it goes to an all-time high from here, Craig, it only is a 40% move. So I'm not really phased by that. I'd much rather be on-chain, or I'd much rather be chasing some of these memes, chasing some of these airdrops, chasing some of these other trades that I'm in. I just think the upside and asymmetric upside is better there, right? Like if BTC gets back to 110, then something like Rex could easily give me a 2-3x, right? So these are the sort of things that you need to think about, at least this late in the cycle. I think I'm very much in that camp where I'd rather be a little bit more degenerate at the end of the cycle than be safe. I think that's the sort of style that I'm looking at the moment, and still have exposure. Like I still have on-chain Solana, still have on-chain Ethereum. So it's not like I'm not exposed to the majors. I think they outpace Bitcoin, and we have seen that. But yeah, what's your take on that right now? Like obviously you've had a Bitcoin heavy bag for a while. Are you holding anything else, or you been safe Craigie boy for a long time?
Yeah, no, I've got some Pengu, I've got some Pepe, and I've got some Mog. So some of the top runners today I'm in. In saying that, they're still all down. Like I don't know, it's an entry on Pengu for me. Yeah. Mog's down, but I sold on the way up. Doesn't matter. Pepe's heavily down, but so I do have some bags. I've got Pengu, Mog, and Pepe, and I've got some Doge. I've got Doge as well. I've got a bit of Doge.
So you're Memecoin, yeah. And then did you buy these in the bear market? Did you buy these recently? Like
the Mog and the Pepe are bags that I held since years ago that I was selling on the way up. So they're the moon bags that are left, and then and I was buying Doge at the lows. So Doge I got in the lows. Actually, all of it I got in the lows. It's just they're old bags. So there was opportunities to sell it higher, but I obviously kept it for a time like this. In saying that, they're smallish bags, man. they're not going to change my life, but they are moonbags. And I've got a little bit there. Obviously, I've got a bit of ETH. When I took profit on NFTs, I sold an X copy for, I don't know what it was, about 4,000 or 5,000 US. I've got some ETH from that to sell. I've obviously got some NFTs. Got a big pudgy, I've got a little pudgy, I've got a moonbird, I've got mythic. So even though I'm not heavy in ETH, will fly. I am heavy with. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'm semi-heavy with ETH-based assets. So this Ethereum, I would like an Ethereum pump very much because if I can't get an exit on those NFTs gaining ETH, then at least ETH can appreciate and I can get out that way. So I am looking to get exits on NFTs. They are risky to hold, like we've been speaking about. If we do get a lower high here and we do end up breaking down after we tap 100, 107, God willing, 117, I think NFTs dump hard after that. So I'm looking for exits on all things, man. So I want to sell. So that's why this pump excites me, because I'm looking to get out, whereas I think probably a lot of people get excited by this pump because they're looking now to get in because confidence returns. So now people are like, oh my God, confidence is up, let's buy. I'm like, oh my God, this is my exit, I'm selling. So it's, I guess, interesting the mentality of some traders versus others. Pumps I'm looking to sell, dumps I'm looking to buy. I think retail's probably the opposite, unfortunately for them. But no, happy days. I'll take this pump too. Dash is that looks awesome, eh?
Well, we actually spoke about this the other day, not Dash specifically, but just the beta and the meta of the privacy tokens. So, I mean, someone actually shielded Zero, which is actually on this comment as well by this Pope character as well. That's, again, anything under the privacy meta seems to be running quite hard at the moment. And we did speak about that 2 days ago when obviously, or even last week when Zcash had that FUD. We literally said, oh, the other players will probably receive a bit of a bid now. Monero's gone crazy. Dash is up 50-something% today as well. And we're seeing that privacy sort of ecosystem really thrive. So that's a big news today is Dash is up 50%. Really strong breakout literally from November, okay? And we've seen not many tokens have broken out above their resistance from last year at this stage. So this is obviously front running the market. Very much tapped into pretty much the golden pocket region. So very curious to see if it does reverse here. Maybe we get a higher low and then we get one more push. Depends on, again, what majors are doing. As Brendan said yesterday, and as we've been saying for a while, like it really depends on what majors do to depending how successful a lot of these meme coins and altcoins are going to be in 2026. Moving on to the next topic, we got CPI overnight came in. Basically nothing burger here. So actual was 2.7, forecast was 2.7, and previous was 2.7. So nothing's really changed here. I'd be curious to see after all these allegations have been sent out to JP, what actually happens maybe at FOMC later this month. Very curious to see if he does now drop rates. It's crazy because Australia's economy is very different to America's economy. We've got rate increases here in this country. We don't have the same sort of house problems as America. We have our own internal house problems that are different, right? With supply, demand, and immigration and whatnot happening here. So yeah, the world's in an interesting space right now for a lot of sort of risk on assets. I mean, the market didn't really do too much in terms of stocks and ETFs, as you can see here, very much flat on the day. Commodities, very much flat on the day, except for oil. Oil is very much moving up at the moment. Bonds, pretty much flat. Japan is up 4%, which is very interesting, I thought, as well. And main stocks here in at least Australia are very much staying stable, which means crypto is actually being its own entity right now. It's pumping right now compared to the rest of the world. So that's very interesting in terms of risk on assets. We also saw the Clarity Act update draft released as of overnight again, or this morning, actually, 4 a.m. this morning, our time. So there you go. So it's the day before in America. Did you read through this, Craig? I know you tweeted about it. Did you read the details about it? No. So they did keep the stablecoin rewards in, which was a controversy that Coinbase wanted them to hold. I think what they want, 3.5%, I think we read yesterday, for you to hold assets on their platform. So yeah, it's a step in the right direction. And this is very good to see for the adoption and regulation of crypto, and very much at least seeing what businesses and companies have behind their books. We often hear a lot, but we don't actually get to see a lot, and they don't legally have to say anything or declare anything, Craig. So this is a good step forward for crypto.
Yeah, man. No, it reads well. I was on the way. I can't remember. I was on the way out to dinner actually when I saw the draft come out. So I didn't get a chance to read it, but I did share the in GTG, the full, obviously, draft. I think it's quite a big doc.
Yeah, I would imagine.
You could skim read it, I guess, and you could pretty much, I'm sure, find the real stuff within all the jargon anyway. But yeah, it looks like they may allow some rewards to stay for stablecoins. Yeah. Obviously, they're being a bit protective of banks still. So I guess they're trying to find a balancing act between keeping banks profitable and not upsetting them, and giving crypto a bit of a hello, bring your money to us. So good to see this coming out. I think, does this actually officially get brought to Congress? Is it the 16th? Is that when this? I forgot the date wrong.
I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't really confirm any date here. No date here. So I think this was just a draft proposal. I thought it was supposed to be finalized sooner rather than later. So I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see.
I think it goes to Congress in the next 2 days, but I don't know if there's several steps there whether it's got to go to them, they sign off on it, then it goes higher. So America can be a bit complicated like that. I guess like several other countries are like that as well, but I think it's got to probably go through a few steps. But hey, it's a step in the right direction. The market obviously responded to something. It's pumped up. Maybe the CPI being all right. Obviously, Trump called Powell a jerk. I saw.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to build on that point, we also have this news overnight, which, I mean, I've seen the Thread guy clip resurfacing from when he asked Trump way back when he went to that dinner where he paid a ridiculous amount about, well, what's crypto, like the future crypto, and he's like, yeah, really bullish, blah, 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 blah. But Trump came out overnight as well in Australia and said, maybe we'll wipe out our 35 trillion national debt with a small crypto check, just a bit of Bitcoin, and it's done. The American president on paying off the national debt on Fox Business.
I think it's good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand him a little crypto check, right? We'll hand him a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. But how do you? They think it's good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay.
There you go. So that's pretty. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I could hear it.
It was quite soft on my side, so I don't know what happened there. But it's that's pretty big news. I mean, what happens there if they pay off their debt with Bitcoin? The Bitcoin goes to who?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they.
It goes to who do they owe debt to? Like, that's the
Decepticons. Who does the world owe all the money to? Right? It's good, isn't it? It's good. I don't know if they sell the Bitcoin and then write the check or send those whoever their debts to. I guess who loans the money? The Federal Reserve.
It's the Federal Reserve, right? You'd assume so, right? Yeah.
So it's so like inbred and insider. It's wild, isn't it? But I mean, I find that quite the funniest outcome would be, but this would actually wreck the market, is if, say, and this would destroy the dollar. America just prints 35 trillion in cash, buys Bitcoin, uses the Bitcoin, and then gives it to who they owe the loan to. They collapse their dollar, but who cares because they're debt free? But the whole world would go into turmoil, dude, if they did that.
I mean, it would the dilution of the dollar, right? Like,
it would just go to zero. Well, not zero, but it would.
Well, most currencies do go to zero eventually. Like, that's the thing.
America's got to bite the bullet at some point. I don't know if they'll do it like that. That's just a funny outcome to me. But that's kind of what he's hinting at there. Like, it's almost like he's teasing. I kind of like the fact. I like the fact he said write a small Bitcoin check. It's like
a small Bitcoin. Yeah, dude, this guy has made so much, and this guy and his family have made so much money off crypto in the last 18 months. It's like wild. It's actually wild how corrupt it is, how insider it is. When you think about it. Remember, I went to the dentist yesterday, and he remembers that. Like, he's like, oh, what do you do? I was like, oh, I just trade a bit of crypto and stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, cool. He's like, he's not really interested. He's like, oh, he's so risk adverse. And anyways, he's like, do you remember when Trump came out and said all this stuff like way back? He literally told everyone to buy stocks, and they all went up from that point. Remember, he tweeted it on his social media platform. He literally said, I can't remember the term, but it was like, blah, 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 blah. This is a great time to buy stock. Risk on. Like, dude, that is so that is illegal 101. Surely, Craig. He literally said that. I don't know if it was 24 or if it was last year, but he definitely tweeted about that.
I think it was last year, and so did Eric Trump.
Yeah.
Eric Trump put out tweets mainly about Ethereum, saying it's a great time to buy Ethereum. I'm like, I don't know if you can say that. Like, I guess you kind of can, but it's like, I thought that was frowned upon. that sort of stuff. Like, what's the Supreme Court decision on Trump's tariff? I speak to tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
oh man, hopefully that doesn't drive us back down. Hey, like,
yeah. Well, we're at a critical level, and we'll look at the chart shortly as well. Moving on to the next topic, we obviously have Google. Oh no, I've just clicked off it. We obviously have Google ticking over as, I believe it's the fourth company to ever reach 4 trillion market cap, behind obviously Nvidia, Apple, and Amazon, I assume. Is that right? I haven't even looked at the top 10 assets by market cap. I haven't looked at that chart for a long time. But yeah, so that's pretty bull. I mean, like, it's hard to fade these, Craig. Like, and like, let's talk on this. Like, if you're in Australia, obviously you have to apply to have obviously you have to prove that you're allowed to buy stocks individually in America. Like, is what I'm trying to say. Like, rather than just buying the S&P, which is obviously, like, they have a variant of that on the Australian stock exchange. So you can just buy those ETFs if you want exposure to America or Europe or Japan or whatever it is, right? To buy the stock individually, you do have to go a bit more through a process. Are you more interested in buying these sort of top stocks because they probably will outperform the overall SP 500? Or are you just like, do you own any, like, talk to us a little bit about like all of those sort of, are you looking to diversify, or you're happy with your home and you're happy with crypto? Like, talk to us a little bit about what you think around all of this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm not in stocks, as you said, with a bit of the friction that there's with buying. I looked at it in 21, actually, 21, 22. And it was just a bit of a pain in the ass to do, so I didn't. Am I looking to? Yes. Am I looking to right now? No. Just the market is so hot. And obviously, I feel like, I'm not going to say I missed the boat, but while crypto's been doing nothing, they've all been sending. I feel I would get angry at myself if I aped into stocks now. And then
now is not the time, in my opinion.
We're too hot. We feel tippy top, classic last words, and then it sends further. But I kind of think crypto might cop a bid here, man. So I'm kind of like, maybe it's crypto's time now for a little pocket of time. So I just don't want to get wrecked over on stocks, but certainly in the bear market, I think we're going to have plenty. I guess I'm not in a rush because I feel like I'm going to have plenty of time at the bottom to pick whatever I like in the blood. So I'll wait for the blood, and then I will go stocks. That's my next foray is probably in a bit of stocks, and then obviously learning perps. Those are the two. Those are my two bear market things to do. My two bear market study things. I've got to get into stocks and perps. But I'm quite happy just to put my focus on crypto for now. Obviously, that's where my bags are, and I kind of want to lock it. Like I said to you the last couple of weeks, now that the market's pumping again, I kind of got to lock in to make sure I get my exits now. Because if I don't focus, I won't get my exits. And if I don't get them, I'm going to get very angry. It's good to see, Bitcoin sending their 5% against the market, dude. That's awesome. But I mean, yeah, silver's gone.
Silver's gone on an absolute tear, and shout out to David Bird, who is a fellow Australian trader. He suggests he called obviously the 2022 bear market for the NASDAQ a 38% correction. He says that we are entering a time where he doesn't think the next downturn will be a normal pullback where it's a quick bear market. He thinks if this bear market plays out on the NASDAQ and on the S&P 500, he thinks it could be the peak of the whole move that started after the global financial crisis, meaning we could be correcting after a 20-year bull market, which means we could easily go sideways for a very long time. So I mean, like, if we look at a bubble, man, like, it looks bubbly. And but what catalysts or what prices don't get driven? Why wouldn't people invest anymore? Like, everyone has always bought the dip, right? Like, that's something, and it's been a lesson for a long time. Is like, if we get a big black swan event, it historically has worked out very well if you buy the dip with aggression, and then it consequently just keeps going up. Property just keeps going up. Stock market just keeps going up. Why wouldn't you just invest into that? Will there come a time where the corrective wave might not necessarily be price, but it might be time, Craig? I think a lot of people don't understand that a bear market doesn't necessarily have to be price. It can be time. And I think Bitcoin could do the same thing, where we actually just be in a big range between, say, 100K and 60K for like 2-3 years, and then we have that next sharp wave up to the upside. Like, I don't think a lot of people think about it like that in the terms of time.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what's really interesting about this bull run, is that obviously everything's coinciding at the same time. So everything's running this bull run, stocks, metals, crypto to a certain degree. So I am interested to see what the corrective, what the consequences are to, if everything's in a bull run at the same time. They should go into a bear market at similar times, and including perhaps real estate, which some people suggest. So
yeah,
with all that downward pressure, I think it'll go. Yeah, it could be quite an extended bear market, and like people are saying, 20 years in that article, real estate cycle, you might look at something like 18 years, which is close enough to 20 years. I think we're going to get some good prices, and I think it will probably be an extended bear market, in that it may last quite some time, because the bull market, we've pretty much gone up for 20 years.
Yeah,
since the last GFC. So I'm kind of expecting another GFC type event. I don't know how dramatic it'll be. I don't know how to be packaged. But anyway, I guess is what I'm saying is I want to be cash heavy in 26, 27 and buy up whatever. I think the key is just to DCA slowly. That way, time, if it's longer than we think, you just got to have enough capital to slowly go in case it keeps going down. So I think the key is just go slow. Don't get excited on the first dip. That's quite often what happens, right? Bitcoin will correct from, say, here to 80K. Yeah. I don't know if I'll pile in at 80. You know what I mean? I'll sort of wait, because there's normally a dip on dip on dip on dip with a bear. So I'm kind of excited. That's where I'm going to make some money. This headline here is quite good, though. I saw this last night. I don't know how true this is, but it's
well, I mean, like, who's in control of Venezuela right now? I thought America was in control of Venezuela.
That's why I didn't really get the news article. I was kind of like, who made that decision for them? Is that Trump? Did he just go, we're integrating?
Yeah, but I mean, they are one of the largest holders of Bitcoin, so it makes a lot of sense that Venezuela will integrate.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. So that was big news. Obviously, stock market, as we were just literally talking about this, a lot of people still talking about S&P 500. This is 2 days ago, but S&P 500 closes above 6.9 thousand for the first time. And look at crypto, nobody cares. Well, it's pumping today, Ted. It's pumping today.
It's going up again.
Well, for the first time, it has pumped. And as I said, this is the first time we've seen BTC at 96K literally since November last year. So that's about a 3-month period, 2-month period now that we haven't seen it. We also saw that Nikita Beer came. Oh, no, I've got rid of it. My apologies. We're running it back. Here we go. Okay, Nikita, I have to put it on this screen, because if I look over here, it looks like I'm looking over here at reading it over on this monitor, but it's on this side of the, and that's why I flipped my camera earlier. But then when I look at you, so if I flip, this is the ongoing things. Like if I read the article, read the article over here now, but then if I read the article over here, but then I look at you, it's like the wrong way, Oh, goodness.
It's annoying, It's annoying.
So anyways, I'm doing everything on this monitor now. But yeah, Nikita Beer comes out and says, GM, it's fixed. Like, dude, I hate this guy. I've unfollowed him. I think I nearly want to mute him, to be honest. Everyone else,
he's a pest. Why? I don't get why he's being such a pest.
Yeah, this is a fair comment. You fix what you broke.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just getting off on the attention at the moment.
Yeah,
it's like
he's probably getting a big paycheck every week now from all this engagement.
Just get to work, man. Just fix the app. Like, don't worry about comments like that. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't know why he pokes the bear all the time.
Neither do I. But anyways, moving on to a more serious topic. Yes. Eric Adams, the former mayor of New York City, launched a meme coin in called it NYC. Removed the liquidity at the price peak, pulling 3.1 million USDC from the liquidity pool. Many traders panic sold, with trader, I don't know this person, losing $473,000 in under 20 minutes. Look at that, Craig. That is just absolutely nuts, man. Like, look,
what a king, eh? Just pulls the liquidity. And then I think they made an announcement saying they're reshuffling liquidity. Don't panic. We're going to put more. I'm like, what do you mean you're shuffling liquidity? What does it even mean? Like, it just looks like you stole money. What world do we live in when the New York mayor or the old one can do that? Like,
They
how's
live
it
in a
all
country
right?
where their bloody president launched a meme coin, so they don't give a shit about what they do, right? Like, it's dude, this whole Trump honestly is I think he's done worse for crypto. Like, if you look at since he's been in office, crypto actually hasn't done as well.
It was
And if you
probably more
look at,
stable prior, a little bit more
well, yeah,
stable.
yeah, more stability. Yeah, but I mean, like, you always then run the other side of the party. It's like, well, if the other party got in, we probably wouldn't have the Clarity Act. We probably wouldn't have all these other things, right? Crypto probably would still be very much a deregulated, not adopted. The bridge between Web 2, Web 3 wouldn't be as good as it used to be, or currently is. Sorry. So yeah, who knows? But I mean, I feel like ever since he launched a meme coin, everyone just thinks crime is legal now in our industry. And I mean, to add a further point to that as well, Andrew Tate, who has a chronic history of launching tokens and being associated with scam tokens, he's done it again. He's literally come out again and done something as well recently, as Star Platinum goes into here. Clone Basics, yeah. He launched it and rugged it, and yeah, a fake product, a rug pull. He's done this rinse and repeat, man. But I mean, this guy doesn't live in America, so it's a little bit different. But still, so many scammers out there just literally scamming us away from money every single day of the week in our industry, Craig. What's going to happen to change this? Do you think anything changes this, or is this just now what crypto is? Is you got to be aware of these potential scams, and everyone's just so greedy for money in their back pocket?
Yeah, well, I guess it's hard. It's hard to regulate. It's hard to regulate to a certain degree, especially someone like Tate, who's not even living in the US. So what can they do? But I also feel, man, I guess that's kind of the fun of crypto as well, is that these people can, not necessarily him, but people can launch a token. I guess it's kind of cool that I could just launch a token and I could, and I could build it out and I could do, get designers in place and do cool art and try pump a coin. All that's pretty cool. I just, should we have the ability to? I don't know, but it keeps the space interesting. I don't think you can stop it, because on the internet, that's the thing I guess that scares them, is it gives us power to launch all this stuff and people can make money. I don't know if you can stop it. How do you regulate the internet? Because you've got to regulate the internet internationally then, and they've just never been able to really do it. They've tried for decades. They've tried. I think the gates are open and it's a free for all, man. So I don't know if it'll ever stop. I just don't know about lawmakers. Politicians. That there, I don't see how they can't regulate that. When a New York City mayor launches a coin, how does that I don't understand. Andrew Tate, which is overseas, and you can hide away and you can launch that. I get you can't get to him, but New York City mayor, I don't understand. But yeah, I guess with Trump, like you said, with Trump getting in and doing what he's doing, I guess it's a free for all for the next, how long's he got left? A year or 2 years?
Well, he's definitely on the 2-year plus side, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
So 2 more years of good times, guys. So yeah, if you want to launch your coin, it's probably the time. Probably the time now.
If we have a look market wide, as we said earlier, Dash is up over 50%. Story IP is up 37%, 85% on the week. Optimism, which is obviously on Ethereum, very much pumping. Celestia up 15%. Pengu up 14%. Pepe up 14%. Bonk up 13%. This is why we talk about memes, Craig. Like, outside of these, like, top 10, there is more meme coins in this list than actual proper projects. Like, if you want to take an active approach, you've got to be trading meme coins. Like, you can't. Gone are the times, in my opinion, and particularly this late in the market. And it goes back to what I discussed at the start of the episode. If you're like wanting to make money in crypto, you got to be more active. And if you want to make money consistently in crypto, you got to be as active as where the trends currently are. And every time we see a dip, the highest bouncing tokens have consistently been meme coins. However, every time we've seen that dip before, meme coins have gone down the most, right? So for me, it's always about being more active rather than holding. And a lot of your altcoins, if you just held them, they've gone absolutely nowhere all cycle unless you really accumulated during that bear market. And that's why I'm greedy. I'm greedy to buy majors in a proper bear trend. Like, now is not a bear trend. It's the first sort of structure break where we've had lower lows on the weekly for Bitcoin and also on total market crypto market cap. If we then have that lower high, that very much will confirm, okay, later in 26, I think I'm going to get some good opportunities to accumulate Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, probably buy some of these meme coins too, Craig. Even though they'll probably still go down 80% from where they are today, I think some of these like Pepe and Mog and Bonk and Pengu, they're not going anywhere. I feel like people will always associate meme coins as those ones as the top. Of course, you're going to get stuff like White Whale and whatnot coming in and stealing a bit of thunder for a period of time. But these ones are what changed the whole metric of what crypto is around meme coins. Pepe arguably is the most well-known meme coin, bigger than Doge. Doge has been around a long time, but Doge doesn't perform as consistently as Pepe and Bonk and Pengu and Mog, right? So you do need to be aware, and I think you do need to be active. But if you're active, you could consistently make some good gains on a lot of these tokens. I mean, I'm in a Filecoin long, I'm in an SPX long. Sadly, I'm not in longs of these other ones, but yeah, it would be good to be a part of. We're seeing DeFi as well. Athena pump really nicely. Near, which follows the AI sort of ecosystem. Arbitrum as well as Curve. So DeFi and Ethereum, Craig, are doing quite well at the moment. Pump Fund also up 11%. Monero, Jupiter obviously over on Solana, they're up 10%. Lido as well, 10%. So it seems like, again, the main theme here is the main theme here is meme coins, privacy, DeFi, and Ethereum's ecosystem. Ethereum's ecosystem seems to be cooking right now. Even Ethereum Classic up 8% today. Why? Why?
Imagine buying that. It's phenomenal. Let's go to Classic. SPX. AVAX V chain up 10%. Yeah, man. Good day for the market, isn't it? When all of those are up 10%. Good day when AVAX is almost up double figs. But yeah, like you just said, meme coins, privacy, DeFi, which actually kind of makes sense for me at the tail end of the bull run. None of that surprises me at all. I've been waiting for DeFi to pump, and memes just have proven for me long enough now that most people don't care about alts that much, and we'd prefer just to go into meme coin because we know what it is. We can't get angry when the team doesn't provide a product because there's no product. We're the product. Attention's the product. It's less disingenuous, I think. Yeah. And people like that, even though they know it's shite. At least they know it is shite. Versus the lies of most meme coins. Oh, I see a Bitcoin all-time high before the bear undo. Very nice. I'll take that. No, yeah. I mean, a good to see. I'm with you. If you want to make some good margins now or X's, you've got to go more risk on. You've got to go certain alts. You've got to go certain memes. I think the time to buy those memes might have passed, Greeny.
Yeah,
like the increase.
At least in the short term. I actually did a live recap for GTG last night. Market hadn't pumped yet. I said, look, BTC, you could short potentially that 94K if it shows resistance there. It didn't. It pumped straight through that, so you wouldn't have looked for that trade. And I actually said, look, meme coins and stuff are in a no trade zone for me. They've pulled back to the 382, a couple of them, which is in a bull trend or a bullish movement of price. If it pulls into 382, that historically and bounces from there, that means it's a stronger trend. I wasn't that keen to long into that, even though we've seen as some of these tokens have gone up, 15%, 10% overnight. You could have caught that if you're more active. Again, sleeping in Australia has let me down. Apparently, apparently they're cooking the New York session every night now with Sexy. Sexy is just a god at trading in GTG. And they're like, Greeny, you need to be up at midnight trading this session. And I'd asked my wife, I said, like, should I be doing this? And she's like, look, you can do it once a week if you want, or once every 2 weeks. I was like, yeah, fair enough. Like, just wake up and trade with them, be a part of that sort of time. Because, the volatility's high, the volume's good. And we're seeing a lot of the moves take place when we're asleep, Craig, now in Australia. So, in terms of meme coins, we'll look at a few charts. We haven't looked at charts for a while, so we'll have a look at them shortly. But, I think you're right. Like, I was just greedy. Like, you got to be greedy on your entry. You got to stick to your trading plan. And for someone like me, I'm happy. Like, I'm in a uni long and I'm in a XRP long, thanks to Aussie in the community. I've also, sexy new, Floppy's in GTG as well. He's so good. It's Craig, I wish it was like, even if it was 11 p.m.
Yeah, I agree. Midnight's quite rough.
Midnight is like the middle of the night. Like I said to my wife, I was like, look, like, we should be going to bed probably at 9:30, read for an hour, go to bed. Like, oh, dude, I just, like, 11 p.m. would be great. Like, I would stay up and then sleep till like 8 o'clock and then run the show, obviously, in the morning. But, if it's midnight, it just ruins me because I'll probably stay up till, you won't get back to sleep till 2, probably. You trade actively, you get to sleep by 2, you got to wake up again for the show at, like, say, 8. Like, so that's 6 hours. You could probably do it. You could do it, but it will burn you out. Yeah.
It will eventually burn you out because 6 hours isn't too bad a few times, but if you do that for weeks and weeks, it'll start to take effect. But I mean, hey, if the market's hot and you can make some good money for a month or two, but definitely your quality of life might decrease for a little while. But hey, if you're making tons of money, maybe you won't care, and your wife will be like, "That's okay, like keep going."
Yeah.
Like,
no, my wife doesn't care about that. She would be more like, "Hey, spend time with me and stuff as well."
Mine too. She'll be like, "Do you really need the extra? Like, you can hang out with me." I'm like, "Yeah, fair. Like, it's true."
I think if Angelos is the only one that's pumping the volume on Yeet, I'm going to give him the money, not you, Yana.
Is Yana? What's Yana doing?
So we're at 18K, 2K to go for today's target over on Yeet. I mean, Angelos is just carrying the community. Undo, see you at 4th. Excellent to see. Yana, see you at 5th. Okay, guys, you guys are doing okay. Good to see. But I mean, Angelos is absolutely carrying, ticked over 10,000 points. Can I have extra entries? Yeah, I would agree with that, extra entries. But we got to get to 20K. We're at 18K, so 2K to go, guys, by the end of the show. You got
Is GG Martin still on there?
Yeah.
Is he around?
Yeah.
Are you around, GG Martin?
He's third on the list at the moment. Yes.
Oh yeah, cool. I just haven't seen him for a few days.
I think he might be busy. Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while either on stream. So, but yeah. Anyways, BTC hits the 96K for the first time since November. Craig, we're pretty much at this daily order block right now, fighting that. So, how to identify that? It's basically where price transacts here, goes to push higher but doesn't, and it breaks back down. But we did grab the liquidity pretty much in that wick after. So technically, that probably isn't the strongest daily order block. We have daily and weekly FVGs above. So what they are, guys, and we educate about you. We educate this to you in GTG as well, particularly the other boys. They're excellent at this, but they're just imbalances of price. So price where liquidity hasn't reached, levels that you should target, because price usually transacts up into those regions and then usually potentially can flip them with strength, or obviously it's an area for you to look for interest, to look for shorts, particularly in this way, if we're heading back down. So big area for me here, Craig. On Bitcoin, we have a weekly, we have a daily FVG. We also have the 21 EMA in here as well. There is a lot of, this is a huge crunch zone for me. If we crunch this, we hit 106, 110 pretty quickly, in my opinion. If we can't crunch this, if we, even if we wick up here and do something like this, that's not good. That's not good. If you look back in 2021, we did something similar. Where are we? So here, we actually retested it first, and bearish retest went down. We then got above it, but because we couldn't have 2 or 3 weeks above it, we actually closed back below it, and that was very much the start of the bear market. So be aware of a deviation above the 21 weekly EMA. This is definitely something to be aware of, because we could easily look like we're showing a lot of strength. We could pump all the way up into this liquidity up here around that sort of 106, 107 zone here, get all the way up here, but then close really bearish across a couple of weeks of period of price action. So for me, I better check out with GG Martin. I just saw Angelos comment that. But yeah, for me, Craig, I think you do need to be cautious here at least. But this is a high confluence area of a lot of imbalances on price. I mean, I haven't even zoomed out, but maybe on the 2 week, there's even 3 week. Yeah, if you look here on the 3 week, there's an even bigger level to be aware of. This low to that high, that's a 3 week there as well. So very, very interesting sort of levels to be watching what price is doing. This is a bearish flag for me. But if we do break above these levels with strength and get up here and really find support and a new range up here, then yeah, I'm pretty interested to say that maybe this little bear flag isn't going to play out as soon. Seeing a
Yo, I think Greeny's crashed. I've crashed. You there, Greeny? Can anyone hear me? Is it me or Greeny that's crashed?
confluence.
Yo, I'm back. We're back.
What just happened then?
I don't know. The whole internet went down for a bit, I think. I don't know if it's you or me.
That was so weird.
You are okay. I think I'm okay. I think you froze up maybe. I actually don't know.
Oh, what did you last hit?
I just heard you freeze. Your face froze about 10 seconds ago.
Oh, right.
But you're back. You're back now. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I froze or you froze.
Weird. Anyways, so I'm targeting this level. I mean, seeing a lot of people, some traders call for 80K or 74K. Seeing other traders say, oh, we'll probably get to 110K. the interesting part is there's not a lot of confluence, and that generally means there's opportunity in the market. So yeah, apologies, guys. I don't know. Yeah, my internet has been a little dodgy the last 24 hours. I did notice that. So my apologies, guys. I'll try and get out of some tabs. But yeah, the market's steady here. It's good to see Bitcoin push up to 96. But yeah, I am watching. This is a big level for me. Big level for me, Craig.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pretty cautious around here. Obviously, as I've said the last few weeks, I'm looking to. This is where I sold the other week before we had that big dump, slightly higher now. So even though we are breaking up, it's still at about the same level I took profit at before. So it's not like I can be like, yay, pump, I can get out here. I can get a second exit here if I wanted, but I think I might hold now to about I'm going for 106, Greeny, 100 to 106.
Yeah, that's always like.
It's risky, very risky.
It's risky just putting an arbitrage target is the, like, as the trader comes out of me and says, you're better watching what price action gives you or presents to you and reacting to that rather than, oh, I'm going to sell. Like, for example, all the people that were like, oh, my target's 130 Bitcoin. Well, you never got to sell that, right? Whereas if you were watching price action, you saw the triple drive there of wicks, you saw that weekly inefficiency above that level, you saw bearish divergence at the high. You probably could have seen overextended stochastic momentum. You probably could have seen the signs. Okay, that's probably a little bit of at least a local top here. Maybe it's the macro top, who knows? But that's maybe a time to de-risk. So and hey, I'm just being your devil's advocate, Craig. I would love to see 106. And as I said, if we see strength above these inefficiencies, these imbalances here, yeah, I definitely think we could see 106, 107. But if we can't, then this is a very high time frame level that I would see rejection from potentially and push back towards 80K, potentially lower. So yeah, it's interesting time in the market. But I mean, like, let's speak on the meme coin side of things, because we obviously did speak about how I was a little bit greedy for lower. So the thing here with Pengu, is that we are breaking out. This is a horrible chart. I don't know why. Is this the weekly? Yeah, I mean, it's not very clean, but oh my God, I got so many fibs. Let me just delete all of them. Oh, it's on log. That's why it looks funny. It's on log. I forgot it was on log. Anyways, as you can see here, we're breaking above this resistance that we haven't seen Pengu do for a long time. I've got my order here, or not my order. I've got an alert here for lower that I want to target. I'll get rid of that now because we've pumped a little bit higher. But basically, yeah, this is continuation here. Like, as you can see, we've got a strong impulse move. You had a little bit of a correction, and then we're getting that next wave. Now, I was greedy. I was greedy for a deeper pullback, right? Historically, when I like to trade moves like this, I love to see a little bit more of a pullback, right? Like pullback into at least a lower Fibonacci level here. And what we didn't see was a pullback deeper. We only got, as I said, to the 382, which means that there's a lot of strength. There's a lot of buying pressure here. However, if we can't sweep these highs, so for example, like we're here, like there's a lot of liquidity build here. If we can't sweep these highs on Pengu, if we have a deviation above, that is another short signal for me to probably be pretty keen to short this back into the golden pocket of this range, Craig. So yeah, big levels for me across a range of different charts, but good to see. We're seeing this breakout here on low time frames. As I said, this is the high time frame resistance, so you still got a lot of time. Over here. MOG, same again. I was bullish for a bit more of a deeper pullback. We didn't quite get to see it. Same again. We have a lot of liquidity built in here. It only came to the 382. Same again. Bounced exactly off the 382. Only tapped some of these order blocks and FVGs below. But same again, it's starting to only swing trade back up, have maybe an SFP here. So it's a high time frame level, Craig, for Bitcoin, high time frame level for a lot of these memes that if you want to see price go higher, guys, we need to flip this with strength. You want to see a big candle up into here, retest even, or a big candle retest this and go higher, or retest where the breakout was. And that's what you want to see. If you really are bullish, you want to see something like that play out.
Yeah, agreed. It's like you and me have been saying, we're at a super critical level here, eh? This time in the market is going to dictate when we're going to bear market and how high the bull. I guess this will actually tell us whether the 4-year cycle is bust or not too. If we hit a new all-time high, does that mean it's broken?
Yeah, that's the point. If we hit a new all-time high, yeah, the 4-year cycle's out the gate. If we don't hit a new all-time high, no, it's still very much valid.
Yeah, so I like I've said the last couple of weeks, I'm actually just really interested in how the market's going to move right now. I'm kind of just learning lessons, and that's why I'm sort of focusing a lot at the moment, A, because I've got a bit of money in it, but B, I just want to take these lessons to my next bull run. Obviously, not every bull run's going to be the same. They're not going to conclude the same, but there is similarity. So I'm just really studying the market and trying to understand the rhythm of it and things like that. So for me now, this is a really interesting time just to learn, take notes, keep lessons for next bull run. Yeah, man, there's a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of work to do before we can talk about an all-time high, man. I will feel a lot better if we can close above 106, 107. I just don't know whether we're going to get the volume, because the daily exchange volume is starting to is dipping again. So we've got price pumping and daily exchange volume going down. So,
but spot interest is up, so that's definitely something interesting to see. So I often see that accumulation as well. I had a quick look yesterday. And whales are still accumulating. So people that own 100 Bitcoin or more are still accumulating. I mean, I can try and pull it up actually.
Yeah, cool.
They changed the website name, so I always forget what it's actually called. But here we go. So here we go. All right, let me pull that one up for people. So yeah, as you can see here, Bitcoin addresses with at least 0.01 Bitcoin is now back moving in a accumulation zone, right? So for the first time since, if we pull this up, since January 2024, it's been in a bit of a corrective wave. So a lot of people probably took a lot of profits, or not many people have been looking as interested in Bitcoin. However, since, look at that. Yeah. I mean, the people bought Bitcoin at the all-time highs, Craig. It's been trending up since 117. But as you can see, we have seen an increase recently of people accumulating at least a little bit of Bitcoin. So that's always something to keep an eye on chain. Like, are people buying it? Are people buying it? So that's small wallets, 0.01 Bitcoin, which is how much, Craig? Like $900, $1,000? Yeah, about $1,000.
Yeah. That's right.
This is about $10,000 of Bitcoin. So as you can see here, we have seen similar structure as well. We've seen a bit of a corrective wave here where people haven't been as interested, but more recently we have seen a little bit of a slight increase. People that own 1 Bitcoin, as you can see here, it's been in a decline as well. Okay, so it's gone down. People that own 10 Bitcoin, that's been trending down as well. However, people that own 100 Bitcoin, Craig, is absolutely going euphoric. So yeah, and this is I don't have an issue with this, but it's, as we said, it's countries, it's hedge funds, it's companies, it's wealth accumulating Bitcoin at the fastest rate we have seen. So if I zoom this out a little bit and refresh this is the fastest rate we've seen Bitcoin whales with 100 Bitcoin. So how much is that? 100 times 100K is what? 100 million? 10 million? 10 million?
10 million?
10 million.
I was going to say it kind of, that to me kind of reads like retail who were buying at all-time high or near all-time high have been scaling out. Or I think scaling out is probably a flattering word for them. I think they're probably dumping because they've been chopped up in this range for a while. So sometimes I think the purpose of these boring ranges is just to get people bored and get them to exit. And then, as you can tell, people with money aren't really being affected by the boredom or the chop. In fact, they've gone ham. So I think you're seeing really strong hands or wealthy hands buying discounted Bitcoin off people that got frustrated and bought retail who bought at all-time high. That's probably what's happening there a little bit. So good signs though, man, because actually, I like it. You could say it's bad, but no, actually, I won't. You can't really say it's bad. Well, you kind of can you?
I mean, this is the fastest time we've seen accumulation of Bitcoin literally since about 2017 for whales. Man. Yeah, so that means it's just like now, and again, this is a reason because Trump is in office. Okay, now maybe not everything is done as well, and the volatility has been crazy, but this is a big reason, as you can see, late 2024 when Trump was approved, Bitcoin's to 62K, and we only had 16,000 addresses with 100 Bitcoin or more. Now we have nearly 20,000, so it's gone up 4,000 addresses with over 100 Bitcoin. And arguably, some of them would probably be the same people, just spreading it across different opportunities. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think this is a long-term supply being locked up, and it makes me bullish that at least the pullback, I don't think is going to be an 80% pullback like we've seen in the past. I think it's going to be a time decay, and I think a lot of people will struggle to understand that it might be more of a 5-year plan than a 2-3-year plan for a Bitcoin aggressive move to the upside, Craig.
Yeah, no, totally agree. I hadn't seen that data. That actually reads quite well to me. I think bullish long term. And you and me spoke the other day on stream, and I said, look, with these bigger addresses buying up, all these coins, I wouldn't be surprised to see a price explosion at some point, whether it be shorter term or longer term. Maybe we're starting to see that now. Yeah. But certainly, I think those stronger hands or wealthier hands probably will take better care of Bitcoin on pullbacks versus, I'd rather have one strong hand holding it than 1,000 retail hands.
Yeah.
Not saying strong hands won't sell. I mean, they do. Or wealthy people sell. I should rather say than strong wealthy. But the aggressive nature of their accumulation is pretty impressive. And it's pretty impressive that when Trump came in, not surprising though, with things like you said, the Clarity Act coming in, I think for wealthier hands now, there's a lot more certainty that crypto's here to stay.
Yeah.
It's not just in a bull run per se, and then you've got to get out and get into less risky assets. I think now Trump sort of set the marker. It's bullish, dude. I'm super bullish. I don't know in the really short term if that's going to help us, but certainly, like you said, it might pad us on the bear market. And like you said the other day, maybe the bear market dip may not be as severe as we think. And like you said, maybe it's not a massive price dip. It's just a long extended bear run where we don't pull back 80%, we pull back 50%, which would put us at about 70K from the all-time high, which actually sits perfectly just above the 69 last all-time high of 21. So that actually, it makes sense to me, that number. And yeah, I'm kind of coming around to that now, but I'm aware you can go lower than you think you will. So
yeah,
we'll wait and see. But I like that. The data's good. That data's good.
I mean, this is why you should never buy an asset when it's at all-time high. Everyone is in profit. As you can see here, back when Bitcoin was at $123,000, I saw some crazy people buying there. And I'm like, you're an idiot, bro. Like, if you look at this, 99.07% of people are in profit in Bitcoin at $118,000. Why the hell are you buying there?
It's a high percentage of people that can dump on you, man.
Dude,
99%.
You are in the 1% of people who are buying at the all-time high. You idiot. And the people out there, like some of these people, and then they come out and they get angry at other traders and whatnot. Oh, you should be trading the market. Shut up, bro. You have no idea. You've made money off selling a business, selling a course. You don't know how to trade. You got lucky on some shit, and now you're buying at all-time high. Crazy, man. Anyways, 81% of wallets are still currently in profit, Craig, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Not a bad stat. It's not a bad stat.
Yeah, so this is something to keep it. This stat is, I highly recommend it. Always looking at on-chain data. You can also look at, if you pay for the advanced platform, you can obviously look at how many people own X amount in USDT as well. But yeah, this sites like this are fantastic to look at. The adoption curves, addresses like holding Bitcoin over time. If we have a look at this, we have 13 million addresses holding at least 0.01. So as you can see, it hasn't really changed in the low department since 2023, probably because people realize that it's still this whole story of Bitcoin at $80,000 or 90,000, sorry, or 95 now today. Bitcoin at $95,000. I feel like I've missed the boat. Well, I don't know, man. I feel like it's still a great hedge against a range of different opportunities out there in markets. And arguably, like we've said, Craig, this probably trends back towards a couple hundreds of thousands of dollars in time. And it's still going to give you probably a multiple X. However, a lot of people with smaller wallets don't think that, or they don't want to risk that because they're not patient enough, or they think that they would rather chase something else where it's going to accumulate faster growth. And that's the issue that a lot of people have. However, these massive wallets, they're buying. So if you look at this, people with more than one Bitcoin has increased more dramatically. But again, we haven't seen on the smaller side. It's a shame this doesn't show me the wallets with 10 Bitcoin or 100 Bitcoin, because it would have increased even more. But as you can see on the retail side, so under one Bitcoin or above one Bitcoin, hasn't really increased as aggressively since about 22, 23, Craig. That's interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, that just makes you think retail aren't really coming around yet to Bitcoin, are they?
No.
Not since, what? Is that the same level since 22, did it say?
Yeah. So over the past couple of years. Well, I mean, it's probably unachievable for a lot of people, right? If you think about it, like as price goes up, naturally people like retailers, your 9 to 5 workers probably don't have that spare liquidity to accumulate one whole Bitcoin. So yeah, at least here in Australia, it went to like what, $190,000 Australian? Like that's the peak. Like that's 200. That's a lot of money to have in an asset or liquid, right? For a lot of people. A lot of people probably don't have
I'm
that.
going to say most don't have it. I'm going to guess most people in Australia probably don't have 10 grand in their savings account.
Yeah.
Like the times are tough, man. Having one Bitcoin even now is quite a flex. So imagine what it's going to be like in 10 years, man. One Bitcoin, people are going to be like, you're a millionaire.
Well, I mean, yeah, hopefully we get there. I mean, if you're in Australia, it could be you'll be a millionaire before the US get to a millionaire in a Bitcoin status, purely because of rate of currencies. But yeah, that's interesting, I thought.
Did I see somewhere that a currency collapsed overnight, Greeny? Was it?
I haven't read that this morning.
Was it Iran or something?
Oh, really?
A country, yeah, because Bitcoin just exploded against their dollar. Where is it? I'd have to find it out. It was one of those countries. Bitcoin just popped. Anyway, forget I said that. I can't find it right now. Yeah, here we go. It's against Iran. Bitcoin against the Iranian. I don't know what their currency is, but it's just gone parabolic.
That's crazy.
I've seen a bit of political turmoil. Yeah, wow. Timber.
That's crazy.
Buy Bitcoin. That's a good ad for Bitcoin, that chart.
That is a good ad for Bitcoin. The Iranian currency against Bitcoin for those who can't see it on the screen. But yeah.
Mental, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I've seen a few people starting to show Monero pretty hard now as well, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's pumping, obviously.
Monero, you're always late to party. I mean, dude, I looked at it on Sunday too, and I should have bought some.
Hey, I just can't see the chart right now. Can you bring up White Whale?
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what the pullback was like. My deck screen is
bugging out.
Yeah, it's not
105, Craig. So we're having a brutal sell-off here. As we discussed yesterday. So
I shouldn't laugh, but I just wanted to see this because I didn't get in, Greeny. I want to see pain on this chart. I want to see blood. I'm really interested. This for me is a good little litmus test in the market for memes. Let's see if people still believe or not. It's good to see Pepe and that rallying. What's this gone down from 200 million to, it's almost halved.
Yeah, it's down 50% in the space of like a few days.
Brutal sell-off, dude.
2 days. That's what I think.
Are you short, Greeny?
I was literally just thinking about that. Let me check my exchange.
That's a great short.
You probably can on degenerate exchanges. Let me check.
Yeah.
Probably not on higher liquidity, but let's have a look. No, it's not. Oh my God. No way. Bybit have it. Oh my God. Bybit have it.
Yeah.
That's hectic.
Crackpot.
No, Bybit have it. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. I don't know where this is.
I would have shorted if I knew they had it.
Dude, they're from 200 mil. That's a nice short, dude. That was a glorious short.
It's a tough area now to short. You don't want to short into support. But if you got another rally here, like this sort of pullback here, right, where it pulled up into this region here, if you pull up back into the 0.5 here at maybe 150 and hit that resistance, I'd probably be pretty keen to maybe look for shorts there. But as always, do your own research, not financial advice. But you're right, Craig. If this pulls back to say the 0.5 or the 0.618, maybe deeper the 786, like these levels down here, and shows strength and volume picks up and it breaks out higher, that means the market's hot. Hot.
Agreed. That's exactly right. That's why I'm kind of quite, even though I'm not in this coin, I'm interested to see how it responds because it just gives you a bit of a pulse on memes, a greater view of memes. Although in saying that, man, I don't know if White Whale's really defining what anything is. I'm just curious how it's going to go. And while we're seeing that dump, but Pepe and that sort of pump, it makes me think there's still life in memes after all. Yeah. And like you spoke about before, provided Bitcoin can go sideways or push higher now, I think those leading meme coins, which you and I have spoken about for so long, for years, are going to go really well. And if people got entries on the lows on those memes, that yourself included with wrecked, I think you're going to see some pretty good upside, man.
Yeah, it's
Really
a shame.
good, actually.
I should have kept some of those longs open. I was just impatient. I was worried about Bitcoin, and I shouldn't have been. But hey, these are lessons you learn, and that's part of the trading journey. Great show today, guys. We are going to do a year giveaway, and I'm not going to give it to everyone. I'm just going to give it to Angelos. 12,000 points has taken us to 20K volume for today's target. So GG's in the chat to Angelos.
Well,
Angelos, you get $100 today. You get $100 today.
My man.
So Craig, you happy to sort that out after the show? Amazing. So Angelos, congrats, you get $100 today because you're carrying our community at the moment. Massive shout out to obviously Andrew, who has been around 2,000 points over the last couple of weeks or so. Undo as well. GG, Yana, guys, pitch out, and you guys, if you guys get yours up a little bit higher, then yeah, you'll go into the giveaways as well. But tomorrow's target, what do we think, Craig? What's a good tomorrow's target?
Is 25 too high?
No, 30. I was going to go more aggressive. We hit 4K today. No, 30K. 30K is target.
Here you go, guys.
30K tomorrow, guys. 30K tomorrow is our target, okay? So hopefully we get there by tomorrow. Massive shout out to you. And massive shout out to OKX as well for partnering with us, guys. You can sign up for both of those down below. Highly recommend OKX. That's where I've been trading some Bitcoin as well. Craig, anything else you want to talk about today?
Nah, just all I've got to say is thanks for tuning in, guys, and hopefully Bitcoin continues to push to the upside. It's nice to see the timeline getting a bit excited again. It's, you know, even though Greeny and I are talking about lower highs and things like that, certainly in the short term, we're bullish. So, look, it makes me feel good waking up to this price action. I'm sure it makes everyone else feel good. And certainly when I was waking up to stream with you, it makes the streams a lot more fun if there's greens. So I'm just thankful for this time in the market. Hopefully, guys, remember to take profit. That's probably my takeaway from today on this, not on this punt necessarily, but remember when you're in the green, scale out, take profit, just like you, Greeny and I were screaming at 127K. I don't think many took profit there. Learn your lessons, make sure you take some profit and get ready for a profitable bear market. But I think we got some good upside, Greeny. Great show. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Hopefully we've hit 98 by then, Greeny. Hopefully we've kissed 98 and I'll be a very happy man.
Yeah, we have a daily close as of just now. The daily close came in at 95,342. So big wick into that area, but it could be a bearish wick. We'll have to wait and see.
All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks for tuning in and cheers, Greeny.
Thanks, guys. All right, see you guys tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on all social medias, Market Mates, okay? Make sure you go follow us, okay? We're putting out a lot of clips, putting out a lot of content, and yeah, we'll have another guest next week and another guest the week after as well. So yeah, we're bringing you lots of news, lots of price updates, lots of trends, and daily entertainment and conversation, guys. So thanks for hanging with us. And